What's up, everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go together through some news. Bill Cosby today was found liable of SMU on minor Playboy mention. Civil trial juror ruled in favor of Judy Hutt, who accused comedian Bill Cosby of forcing her to perform an act in 1975 in the Playboy mansion when she was 16. He also has to pay $500,000. So, the statute of limitation apparently in the California, it says such that allowed this trial to move forward 47 years later. The trial, I think, lasted around a month, and the jury came to this conclusion. Of course, Bill Cosby, we all know, I actually didn't know, 50. Wow, that's a lot of people accusing the comedian of both sexual misconduct or other things. Wow, that's insane, man. 50. Man, I have to admit, I don't know much about this trial. I don't know if there are public videos available, documentation that people can follow. So as a disclaimer, I really don't know much in that way. But obviously, following the verdict of the jury, I'm happy for Judy Hutt in this case, which probably she can have a little bit of closure after so many years after this incident, which is great. And again, it's good that every case is taken separately, where we listen and the system works. Even though I wonder why it took this long also. So I wonder if she came forward not long ago. I suppose that this is something I don't know. I'm actually not curious to learn when she came forward or with the accusation and then move forward to probably sue him, I suppose. But anyway, it's great to see that things are working even after so long. Obviously, every system can be misused, so I don't know how it works with the statute of limitation in every state. But it's good that victim can come forward, real victim can come forward and bring that abuser in court, and have a fair trial. I think it's very important. One thing that I noticed that it's also fascinating and reinforces my idea, not only mine, that unfortunately there is a gender bias when it comes to mainstream media, because again, I don't know much about this trial, but of course my heart tells me that there is something wrong probably with this guy when so many people come forward to accuse him, That said, it seems that there is a mainstream bias, because I'm thinking of the JD case verdict, right? In the case of JD, he was found innocent and was found guilty, right? So you see here the headlines. If you notice, there is no headlines that basically goes against the verdict in this case for Bill Cosby. All the headlines are straightforward to the point of what actually happened and what the jury decided upon, that he was guilty in this case. And look at this. All the major headlines, they reunite and rejoice in describing exactly how it is, right? But this wasn't the case with JD. Actually, if you remember correctly, most of the headlines were not depicting in the same light. I don't remember many headlines going over and saying like, oh, been found guilty of the famed ex-husband Johnny Depp. I don't remember that. Actually, I remember quite the contrary. A display of misogyny. It was all misogyny when you don't know what it is. And also, Me Too movement. She's an imperfect victim. If we can listen to her that she's imperfect, we all fail. So, it seems pretty obvious that, JD was actually mistreated by the mainstream media, to say the least. And those headlines, they already reinforce that to me, In this case, again, just to conclude the video, I'm absolutely happy for Judy Hutt, I cannot imagine what it feels like to finally have received justice after 47 years that you're waiting or that event took place. So I can only be glad for her. But in the same time, you see how hard it is. Actually, if you are a male survivor, you know, to actually gain, you know, that type of treatment and respect from the mainstream media. You know, it's so freaking hard. There's such a huge stigmata. And you see that JD had to fight for years against false allegations. And if it wasn't because of the audios, probably we will still be doubting. Because don't forget that when the allegation came out of the mouth of that piece of human manure, everybody believed her. Everybody jumped in and believed her. And I have to admit, at the time, also myself, I was like, oh, wow, you know, I was disappointed. But then I heard in JD, I thought like, oh, seriously? Because there is the stigma that we immediately assume like, okay, men violent, men bad, you know? But then after the audio, I was like, wow, this is messed up. And then other things came forward. So you see how careful you have to be. And again, every case has to be taken separately. And I can only rejoice and be happy that the system is working. I actually wonder also, in this case in particular, Bill Cosby, if other victims will find the courage to come forward, or the same women which accused him, maybe to find the strength and the courage to maybe bring him to trial. That's something that we will see in the near future. So guys, let me know how you think about this in regard of the mainstream medias and the JD case, if you agree with me. And also, always spread love. Thank you so much for the support for the channel. I'll see you in another video. Take care of yourself.